Welcome to Felt the Food. I'm Phoebe, the maker of the original DIY kit that allows you to begin making felt food today. Join me in the craft kitchen for today's make. Today in the craft kitchen, we are making a charcuterie board that you can take on the go. First up, we are making pepperoni slices. In your kit, you will find 6 pepperoni patterns and all of the coordinating thread. Using the thread shown, remove and cut roughly half of the thread. Carefully divide the thread so that you have only 2 strands. Here's a pro tip. Go slowly and carefully. Untwist as you divide. Thread your needle by gently inserting the thread through the eye of the needle and pulling your thread through about halfway. In one hand you will have your needle, and in the other hand you will have the longest end of your thread. Using your needle, insert through the middle of the thread so that you only have one thread on either side. Holding firmly, wrap all of the thread around 3 times. Hold on to the knot and pull it all the way until you get back to the end. When you release, you will have what is known as a quilter's knot. If this is confusing, put your needle down and watch as I do it. Take one side of your pepperoni pattern and begin adding a few running stitches to create some detail. Don't worry, we aren't looking for perfection. Add as many or as little as your heart desires. Repeat this stitch on both sides of your pepperoni pattern. If you get confused, put your needle down and watch as I do it. To secure the thread on the back of your pattern, you will want to use your needle to pick up a small amount of felt. In one hand, hold the loop and insert your needle, wrapping the thread around 3 times. Pull the thread through and you will notice you have made a secure knot. Rethread your needle with the taupe thread. As a reminder, you will want to separate this so that you are only using 2 strands. Please don't forget to make your quilter's knot at the end of your thread. Begin adding a few running stitches to create some more detail. Again, we aren't looking for perfection, so you can feel free to add as many or as little as your heart desires. Repeat this stitch on both sides of your pepperoni pattern. To secure the thread on the back of your pattern, you will want to use your needle to pick up a small amount of felt. In one hand, hold the loop and insert your needle, wrapping the thread around 3 times. Pull the thread through and you will notice you have made a secure knot. Before we begin, make sure that your pattern is facing out on both sides. This means that all of the thread inside should be on the inside and all of your running stitches should be on the outside. Now we're going to put these 2 patterns together. We're going to do this using the blanket stitch. To begin your blanket stitch, you will insert through the back pattern. Now go through the top pattern and run your needle through to create that loop. This is going to be the start of your blanket stitch. I want you to put your needle down and watch again as I do this. Again, this is the start of your blanket stitch. Your next stitch will go through both pieces, and before securing, you will go back through the loop. Feel free to put your needle down and watch as I do a few of these stitches. Repeat the blanket stitch until you've completed half of your pattern. Add a little fill to create some depth depth, but not too much that you would lose the flat shape. Once you are beginning to make your final stitch, you will want to go back over 2 or 3 stitches in order to secure everything. On your last stitch, make your final loop, and before securing, hold onto the loop and wrap the needle around 3 times, going through the loop one final time to make a knot. Hold the knot to ensure the knot is as close to the pattern as possible. Feel free to put your needle down and watch as I do this. Insert your needle right next to your knot and go through your pattern to lose the thread. Carefully cut and fluff your pattern to remove any trace of loose thread. Congratulations! You have made a pepperoni slice. If you loved this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I can't wait to see what you make next.